In the current gaming landscape we live in, it has become all too common for greedy AAA publishers to release barren games that offer almost no content, with broken mechanics, flawed game design, and terrible writing and storytelling. It's a trend that we have unfortunately grown accustomed to, buying these bland and dry titles such as Halo Infinite or Overwatch 2, and then complaining about the various flaws these games have. The publishers, however, already know the drill. They release a sloppy, disastrous mess, type up an apology, post it on Twitter, and promise to fix the game in future patches and updates. They sit behind their desks, grinning and laughing as their bank accounts start inflating. You see, the state of modern gaming is an absolute mess. Time after time, we as consumers keep on getting backhanded by these sleazy publishers that only care about monetizing their product in any way they can. They do not care about quality or player experience. All they care about is your money. These days, it is extremely rare for a quality-first AAA game to release. It does happen, like for example last year in 2022, Elden Ring was released, and was met with nothing but eternal praise from both critics and gamers. It went on to win Game of the Year, and made a shitload of money to go along with that award. This year's magnum opus seems to be Baldur's Gate 3, a game that many people have been waiting for a long time. Developed by Larian Studios, which also made the popular game Divinity 2 Original Sin, one of my favorites. Larian Studios released Baldur's Gate 3 with a message to all AAA publishers that contribute to the ongoing modern gaming crisis. You actually can make a lot of money without being a two-faced greedy fuck by simply making a good quality video game. I know, crazy, right? Now let's take a look at why Baldur's Gate 3 is such a breath of fresh air in today's era of gaming. Sorry for the quick interruption, I'm just over here writing my script, working on my video, and I look behind me and this little freaking bean has been sitting behind me for the past half hour. Just like, what are you doing, bro? Like, he's just been sitting here calmly, peacefully for the past half hour in the same exact position. Like, what? Bro, are you good? Like, the fuck are you doing, bro? Someone's sleepy. Someone's sleepy. Yes, Pina. I know you're sleepy, Pina. What a fucking loser. Baldur's Gate 3 is a strategic tabletop action game that is set in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. But at its core, Baldur's Gate 3 is an RPG. When we look at RPGs, there are a few elements that each of them share: deep character creation, complex gameplay systems, intriguing story, and freedom of choice. These four tenets are what make an RPG worth playing, and Baldur's Gate 3 checks all of them. In terms of character creation, Baldur's Gate 3 has 29 different sub-races and 12 classes you can choose from. You can truly be whoever you want. You can venture out into this world, experiment with several builds, and create the character of your dreams. Where Baldur's Gate 3 differs from most AAA RPGs is in the amount of freedom you have. Whereas in a game like Witcher 3, where you have a set character you play as, Baldur's Gate 3 lets you be whoever you want to be. This is not to say that playing as a specific character is bad game design. The Witcher 3 is one of the greatest RPGs ever made, praised for its incredible characters and intricate storytelling. What I am saying is that Baldur's Gate 3 offers the player a level of freedom which is hardly ever seen in modern RPGs. This contributes greatly to the success of Baldur's Gate 3, because many players are looking for a world they can immerse themselves in and truly be and do whatever they want. And Baldur's Gate 3 offers exactly that. It is important to note that I personally have not played Baldur's Gate 3 yet. I'm planning on doing so in the future and possibly make a review. Even though I haven't played the game yet, I fully understand why so many people are praising this game endlessly. What Larian Studios managed to create is a much needed breath of fresh air in an otherwise extremely toxic and crippled gaming landscape. In a sea of shit, we finally found a gem. Gamers are tired of constantly getting the same shit. Broken multiplayer game with zero content, a reused and redundant battle pass system, and crazy overpriced in-game currency. We don't want more endless grinding in order to progress in a lazy battle pass system that you're probably going to buy anyway. We want high quality polished games with interesting game mechanics and a solid replay value, and Baldur's Gate 3 offers all of it. My hope is that with the impressive sales that Baldur's Gate 3 is pulling off and the amount of good press Larian Studios is getting, all of these greedy AAA companies like 343 and Blizzard will finally get their shit together and start caring about quality over quantity. The reaction from fans has been overwhelmingly positive. Baldur's Gate 3 has become the highest rated PC game of all time on Metacritic. At one point, over 20% of all concurrent players on Steam were playing BG3. That is absolutely insane. With a game as good as BG3, the standard of quality has been raised dramatically in the AAA scene. The game has only been out for a while, but I'm eager to see how future gaming projects are affected by this newly raised standard. Larian Studios really has been put through an incredible underdog story, and now it has finally paid off. These greedy executives that are running the AAA gaming industry need to wait. They need to wake up and stop focusing on money. Larian Studios' philosophy is basically summed up by making a good video game and the money will follow, while the rest of these corporate giants focus on making a bare-bones shit game and trying to come up with as many monetization schemes they can think of. What happened to simply making the best game you can and profiting off the quality of your product? My hope is that companies like Blizzard and 343 got their asses kicked with the release of BG3. Video games need to start being good again. No more shameless monetization schemes, no more broken game design, no more shitty progression systems that are purposefully designed to get players to bypass them entirely simply by paying money. What we need is a return to form, and BG3 is a step in the right direction. Larian Studios deserves all of the praise it is receiving, and hopefully this company will keep to their philosophy of releasing really good games. Thank you all for watching, it means a lot. I know that this is a short video, but hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe so that I can hopefully grow this channel and continue making better content. I'll see you all next time.